Hello everyone and welcome back to CookieRun Cookie Trials in CookieRunOvenBreak with Altroy Galcon. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how I finally managed to beat MarbleBreadCookie in the hard difficulty, aka the Rainbow Rank. And if you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more content for you to watch. So yeah, MarbleBreadCookie in the hard difficulty, and indeed it is much more difficult, but not as difficult as you might think it is. At least it's not like Chocobar's cookie style where there is a bunch of tricks that you need to do, and getting jellies here is a lot easier thanks to MarbleBreadCookie's ability. But overall, cookies that have the automatic magnetic capability like MarbleBread here or Lollipop Cookie make the trial a lot easier. So in this video you are going to see 4 runs. The first one, which the one you see right now, is me getting the Rainbow Rank with the lowest specification possible. I don't know if there is an even lower specification than this one, because the game recommends me to level up the cookie into the max level, which is level 15, but I let the pet stay at level 8 or 9 if I'm not mistaken, but I've actually upgraded the pet all the way to level 11, so yeah, it could be you can get even lower specification than this one, and if you do, then please let me know in the comment section down below. So in this video, as I said earlier, you are going to see 4 runs. So the first one is this one where I beat this particular cookies trial with the lowest specification possible. The second one is I did the exact same thing, but this time I'm going to use one of the legendary treasures as usual. And I will explain a bit more when we are ended up in the 3rd and the 4th run. So yeah. What else we can actually talk about in this particular cookies trial? Oh yes, the treasure set. And luckily though, the treasure set isn't that different compared to the ones that I did in the diamond rank. So the left one is the milk snack, the middle one is the giant super bean, and last but not least, the right one is the haunted snuggly bear. So another thing that I just realized when I did this particular cookies trial for the very first time is the background actually changed. Not a lot of cookies can have that. I think very few did. Like for example, Timekeeper cookie and Sugar Swan cookie. So like legendary cookie got this treatment, but somehow MarbleBread did. And this is an epic cookie, not a legendary cookie. Also, is it just me or I've never seen those slimy monsters before? At least in Cookie Wars, I guess it might be, but I don't remember that Cookie Wars have those kind of enemies though. Someone could correct me in the comment section down below, because I'm not so sure about that one. And this pipe sector with the little push that you get here, it reminds me of Fire Spirit Cookies trial that I did many months ago. That was one of the most exhausting trials that I ever experienced, and I didn't expect that I will get this experience again. So yeah, last kill at the same time as the cookie is running out of HP. Nice. I wish I could find a way to do it more consistently, but it turns out that you don't need to find any kind of way. The game just automatically does it for you, which thankfully I do need it. Anyway, now it's time to move on to the next part of this particular cookies trial, which is the run with one of the legendary treasures. Right, now it's the time for the run once again on hard difficulty, but this time with one of the legendary treasures. I'm choosing the Lamp of Endless Dreams, that is the purple gene treasure, as I would like to call it. And yep, nothing really changed in this particular run. I didn't level up the pet all the way into the maximum level, which is going to be the 3rd and the 4th run. And if you would like to simply jump into the timestamp where the 3rd and the 4th run will be shown to you, then you can simply jump into the timestamps as shown right here and right now. Other than that, there's not really too many things that I haven't talked about, apart from the trial takes place somewhere in TBD, and if you know where the precise location of MarbleBreadCookie's trial is located, then you can tell me in the comment section down below. Anyway, I want to step out of the trial for a while and talk about the newest season in CookieRunOvenBreak, which is season 9. And unbelievably, Devsisters decided to end season 8 quite early, which is not to be the case normally. Usually a brand new season actually starts in June, but for some reason they decided to update it right now, change it to a brand new season, which currently makes it the May update instead of the June update. So I wonder what is going on. Are they going to introduce a brand new main breakout season, just like in the Longan Palace and also Wonder Crab? Because what we do know is the fact that one of the two dragons, either Ananas or Pitaya Dragon Cookie, is going to get a brand new pet or a brand new magic candy. I just hope that it is not going to be both of them, because for the simple fact that leveling up legendary, any kind of legendary kind of content, whatever it is, the cookies, the pets, and the treasure, it is such a exhausting task. And oh yeah, the magic candy as well, that's also even more exhausting task. I mean, even as the time I speak right now, I just barely maxed out the Xylitol Nova magic candy, and yeah, that certainly helped me grind all the way into the, I think I ended up in the top 20, at least in the local Indonesian rank of CookieRunOvenBreak, because that's just how much overpowered magic candy nowadays. So yeah, I really do hope either one of those two cookies is going to get the pet, and I also hope it's the magic candy, even though it is going to be an absolute pain. So yeah, season 9 starts off with a not so friendly update if you either a brand new player or someone who plays the game for free, just like I did. Well, thankfully I do get a little bit compensated by the fact that I played this game for like 3 to even 4 years at this point, and the heavyweight task is slightly lighter than either someone who are brand new into the game or even just playing even a year or two into the game. Is still an exhausting task, because for a very long time Pitaya and Ananas Dragon Cookie, those two cookies are the kind of cookies that are being neglected Devsisters until the season 9 comes around. But hey, at least we are getting a brand new main story content after so many years of waiting. I think it's almost a year since the last time Devsisters updated any kind of story related content, the main story ones. So my expectation in the next season 9 update, I don't know, I kind of get a little bit of a mixed bag situation. In other story, the negative one, yeah, we got a pet, legendary, or even a magic candy, which is going to be an absolute pain as always. But the good news is we got a brand new main story content, and also surprise treasure is back. And I just really do hope that Devsisters didn't screwing it up, just like in the previous iteration of it. Just like in Jellywood update, where we get really restricted in terms of how many keys you can actually get in order to unlock the surprise treasures. Anyway, that's the end of the narration part of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Galcon, and the next episode of the CookieRun videos, it is going to be my adventures, which sadly has come to an end in terms of the Grand Championship League. So yeah, it is certainly worth the wait. And with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I'm Galcon, signing it off, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now, everyone. Oh yeah, one final thing. If you want to skip this run and go straight into the fourth run, which is the last run in this video, then you can simply jump into the timestamps as shown right here.